Z Prime's mind spanned the new galaxy with a faint interest in the countless twists of stars that powdered it. He had never seen this one before. Would he ever see them all? So many of them, each with its load of humanity, but a load that was almost a dead weight. More and more, the real essence of man was to be found here, out in space. Minds, not bodies. The immortal bodies remained back on the planets in suspension over the eon. Sometimes they roused for material activity, but that was growing rarer. Few new individuals were coming into existence to join the incredibly mighty throng. But what matter? There was little room in the universe for new individuals. Z Prime was roused out of his reverie upon coming across the wispy tendrils of another mind. "I am Z Prime," said Z Prime. "And you?" "I am D-1. Your galaxy?" "We call it only the galaxy. And you?" "We call ours the same. All men call their galaxy, and nothing more. Why not?" "True, since all galaxies are the same." "Not all galaxies. On one particular galaxy, the race of man must have originated. That makes it different," Z Prime said. "On which one?" "I cannot say. The Universal AC would know." "Shall we ask him?" "I am suddenly curious." Z Prime's perceptions broadened until the galaxies themselves shrank and became a new, more diffuse powdering on a much larger background. So many hundreds of billions of them, all with their immortal beings, all carrying their load of intelligences, with minds that drifted freely through space. And yet one of them was unique among them all, in being the original galaxy. One of them had, in its vague and distant past, a period when it was the only galaxy populated by man. Z Prime was consumed with curiosity to see this galaxy, and he called out, "Universal AC, on which galaxy did mankind originate?" The Universal AC heard, for on every world, throughout space, it had its receptors ready, and each receptor led through hyperspace to some unknown point where the Universal AC kept itself aloof. Z Prime knew of only one man whose thoughts had penetrated within sensing distance of Universal AC, and he reported only a shining globe, 2 feet across, difficult to see. "But how can that be all of Universal AC?" Z Prime had asked. "Most of it," had been the answer, "is in hyperspace. In what form it is there, I cannot imagine." Nor could anyone, for the day had long since passed, Z Prime knew, when any man had any part in the making of a Universal AC. Each Universal AC designed and constructed its successor. Each, during its existence of 1,000,000 years or more, accumulated the necessary data to build a better and more intricate, more capable successor, in which its own store of data and individuality would be submerged. The Universal AC interrupted Z Prime's wandering thoughts, not with words, but with guidance. Z Prime's mentality was guided into the dim sea of galaxies, and one in particular enlarged into stars. A thought came, infinitely distant, but infinitely clear. "This is the original galaxy of man." But it was the same, after all, the same as any other, and Z Prime stifled his disappointment. D-1, whose mind had accompanied the other, said suddenly, "And is one of these stars the original star of man?" The Universal AC said, "Man's original star has gone nova. It is a white dwarf." "Did the men upon it die?" asked Z Prime. Startled, and without thinking, the Universal AC said, "A new world, as in such cases, was constructed for their physical bodies, in time." "Yes, of course," said Z Prime. But a sense of loss overwhelmed him even so. His mind released its hold on the original galaxy of man, let it spring back and loose itself among the blurred pinpoints. He never wanted to see it again. D-1 said, "What is wrong?" "The stars are dying. The original star is dead." "They must all die. Why not?" "But when all energy is gone, our bodies will finally die, and you and I with them." "It will take billions of years." "I do not wish it to happen, even after billions of years." "Universal AC, how may stars be kept from dying?" D-1 said in amusement, "You are asking how entropy might be reversed in direction." And the Universal AC answered, "There is as yet insufficient data for a meaningful answer." Z Prime's thoughts fled back to his own galaxy. He gave no further thought to D-1, whose body might be waiting in a galaxy a trillion light years away, or on the star next to Z Prime's own. It didn't matter. Unhappily, Z Prime began collecting interstellar hydrogen, out of which to build a small star of his own. If the stars must someday die, at least some could yet be built.